A DOT inspector gets caught up loving on a cutie pie bus driver, leaving that bus running and could have been dangerous for the public. Let's get to it.
A Detroit bus driver and her supervisor left a running city bus for a romantic rendezvous, leaving riders stuck and frustrated. This was just one of the issues uncovered in a new report from the Detroit Inspector General. The report says the two were caught being romantic during work hours multiple times, causing long delays. Noel Friel spoke with city leaders tonight. And Noel, this report claims management failed to investigate this properly.
Yeah,
Crazy.
That's right, Kimberly. The Office of Inspector General found that supervisor and employee were having what it called romantic interactions both on the city bus and during working hours. But the even bigger problem, according to this report, is what happened after that relationship was discovered. It started with an anonymous complaint back in June alleging that a senior transportation service inspector, Andre Reese, and bus driver Dana Ruff engaged in indecent activity on.
I figured. All it takes is a cutie pie to just cause men to just drop guard. And don't get me wrong, she is a cutie pie. She got that nice sultry eyes, face, the little two fingers up. Like she all for it. Got the little blue hair mixed with the black hair and everything. Cutie pie. Us men will, this is our downfall. This mainly be our downfall. Beautiful women be our downfall, yo. Put in the comment section if you feel the same way.
A city bus. An investigation by the Office of Inspector General uncovered video footage from May 6th showing the two fondling each other on a bus. It found Reese then reported an unsubstantiated mechanical issue with the bus, took the bus out of commission, and took Ruff to a fast food restaurant, disrupting service for 115 minutes. On May 20th, it says Reese and Ruff again met up multiple times during Ruff's route and at one point abandoned the bus while it was still running. That day, DDOT received a complaint via a customer assistance form about the abandoned bus, but Inspector General Kamal Marable says leadership didn't investigate it properly.
We found out that the supervisors who were responsible for dealing with this type of issue were very lenient in their response to it.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. As a former bus driver, that's just crazy. You can't abandon a bus and leave people on the bus. That's ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. I've heard some of those. I've heard some of those stories. All right, there was a driver. I worked for Accessoride for 11 and a half years. There was a driver who his route was just crazy. He was like, "Yo, I'm done, yo." Left two passengers on the bus. One was in a wheelchair and her PCA. I was like, yo, this dude is crazy. But that's how it be sometimes. These men is wild, but yo, over booty. And don't get me wrong, like I said, she's a cutie pie. And please put in the comment section if you feel so as well, if you agree with me. Or if you don't agree with me, if you feel like, oh, she's not that beautiful. Okay, fine, cool, whatever. I want to hear from you because you guys are great. Really appreciate everything. Really appreciate your likes, your comments, and appreciate if you subscribe to this channel because that will help me as I continue to grow on this YouTube platform. Let's get back to it.
Superintendent Howard Bragg classified their actions as a Class 4 offense, which would normally be punishable by a 30-day suspension followed by termination. Instead, he gave them both 5-day suspensions. Marable says he never reviewed the video footage of the two inside the bus.
For some reason, this individual only chose to review the footage basically from outside of the bus, not the full interaction. So we found that very problematic.
The Office of the Inspector General is now recommending discipline for Bragg and the DDOT Assistant Director, additional consequences for Reese and Ruff, as well as policy reform and enhanced training for DDOT leadership.
The real victims in this were the citizens who were waiting on buses that did not come on time because you had individuals who did not take their job and their responsibility seriously.
True.
And in a statement, Executive Director of Transit Robert Kramer said DDOT is already implementing some of those recommendations, saying in part, quote, "We will ensure that employee disciplinary actions align with the city's human resource standards and improve processes to prevent discipline not being applied appropriately in the future."
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. But my dude, why didn't you just wait till y'all get off? I don't understand. Is it that she was so sweet and sultry that you couldn't control yourself on the job? That you felt the need to do that? Now, two idiots, because she's an idiot too. The guy's a definite dumbass, but two idiots is going to lose their jobs. And now all these things are gonna be coming into place, which should have been in place to begin with. But why? Why, my dude? All you had to do is wait till you get off work. Be like, yo, baby girl, what time you get off work? Oh, I get off of work at like 3 o'clock. All right, baby girl, I'm gonna meet you here. This not I get off of work at 4, so I'm gonna meet you here and everything. We're gonna go. I wanna play up in them buns, baby girl. Okay. That's all that need to happen. But no, this guy couldn't control himself. And this is I tell you, men, sometimes our lower head takes over our big head, and then we get in trouble. Nah, man, I'm 40 years old, and I'm noticing the older I get, the more I realize I'm not with the shits. But some men are. Sad but true, but some men are. But my brothers and sisters, tell me how you feel about this one. You know, I felt like I wanted to put it out there and everything as a cautionary tale to men. Start thinking more with this head right here instead of the one downstairs. I think you would save and make more money. Let me know how you feel about that one. My brothers and sisters, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I know your time is valuable. Just spend it with me. Thank you. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff will help us to continue to grow on this YouTube platform. Thank you for watching. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.